Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and to this video where I'm gonna rank all of my purchases in March? Is this March? I think this is March. If you haven't seen this before, every month I come back and I rank all of the things that I bought 2 months back. I'm gonna give myself some time to try the things, do mini reviews on all the things I bought. If you want to see my hauls, I do a monthly haul every month. This is just a monthly series where I rank and review all the things I bought so that you can know whether or not these are worth spending your money on. If you haven't been here before, hi, my name is Angie. I am a lover of makeup and I am a lover of fashion, especially colorful ones. I love experimenting and trying new things, and if you're the same and you just want to see how to use those colors that nobody else seems to be using, this, by the way, is done with the Nyqvist palette. Stick around, press subscribe. I do upload several videos a week. So yeah, I did film this look. It is with the Nyqvist palette. I'm gonna have it up on Instagram real soon. I try to film most of my looks at least, and if you want to have more info on the makeup I'm wearing, I usually don't put that much info on it if I filmed it, so you're gonna have to wait for the review. But just so you know, this is me with the Nyqvist palette. I don't have that many, I don't think I have that many like fails. I have one thing that I honestly don't think is that good, and then I have 3 things that just aren't good for me, like they're not the best for me. One I have a better alternative for, and I usually start with the lowest item and then I go back to the top. I don't know how many these are, but I'll try and put a little number here somewhere so you know where we are in the ranking. So the thing I'm gonna rank the lowest this month is this palette from Pixi. This is the Pixi Eye Effects Rosette Ray. Here's the thing, let me show you a bit up close. First of all, this color scheme isn't meant for me. You can see that this is a very neutral and muted palette, and there's nothing wrong with that. This isn't the reason why I'm putting this the lowest. I did have a video trying the whole Pixi spring range, and if you're interested in Pixi, I would definitely recommend you to watch that video. I try a lot of the things that I'm going to mention here today so you can see how they look on the skin. This one is very muted on the eyes. I don't feel like you get this color. I don't feel like you get this color. And also I will say the only reason why this is in the bottom is that these fade on me. And I use a primer and I never have eyeshadow fade on me. And it could be that they are actually very creamy. Maybe something about that just gets absorbed. I don't know, maybe. But I just didn't like how they performed on my eyes, and that's why I'm putting it in the bottom. If you are the kind of person that likes muted colors and very easy blendable, buttery, I hate calling it buttery, but they are buttery, maybe this could be for you. But personally, I'm gonna declutter this. I'm gonna give it to someone that might enjoy it. It wasn't a go for me. The next thing I'm gonna mention, and this is only, I've used it 2 times, and this isn't for me because I don't need a product like this in my life, but I'm sure others out there will. And there's nothing wrong with this product, but this is the Pixi Vitamin C Balancing Priming Oil. A priming oil isn't for me. I have very normal skin. A priming oil, and let me put this in the, so a lot of foundations are based on water and some are based on oil, and if you have a water-based foundation and put that over a oil-based primer, they do break up at times, and I've noticed that that's what happens for me, and I don't need an oil on my skin under foundation. Just breaks it down, it makes me oily, it doesn't help, it's not what I need. I don't need that. I don't have dry skin, it doesn't benefit me, it only makes my skin look worse after quite a short amount of time. I don't feel like there was anything wrong with this, and I could probably like use it on its own as oil, but this is a priming oil, and I will give this to my friend that has extremely dry skin, and she loves using the Smashbox primer on. She uses that a lot, so I'm gonna give this to her because she will use this and she will most definitely like it because there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not for me. And it's the same with this one. I feel bad having 3 Pixi products at the bottom. I love Pixi, I really do. If you watch my latest favorites, you know that. Just that these weren't meant for me. This actually looked pretty okay on my skin, but the reason why I'm also gonna give this to the same person that's gonna get this primer oil is that this is the Pixi Vitamin C Brightening Perfector. This lightened up my skin tone. This is supposed to have like micro beads in them with color, supposed to be color adjusting. It's not really, unless you are a fair to fair light. It did lighten up my skin. I mean, I don't need that. It looked great on the skin. It felt great on the skin. It did apply like a tint. The thing is that it just was too light for me, so I still had to go over with something a bit darker to make it actually match my skin. And someone told me in the comments, because I used a brush in the video, they used my fingers, so I have used this afterwards twice with my fingers, and it's still just, it's just too light. So I'm gonna also give this to the person that's getting the oil, because she's very pale, and again, she likes something that's a bit moisturizing because she's so dry, so she might like this as something to wear under her foundation. But I do have some Pixie products coming up that I really like. Those were, I tried the whole spring line. Of course I'm not gonna like everything, I'm not gonna explain myself. So the next thing that it's not for me, this isn't a bad product, and I could have, basically, this is on the verge between I don't like it and it's okay, and I feel bad saying it, but this is the pineapple exfoliating powder from Good Molecules. If you have never tried an exfoliating powder and you try this, you will probably like it. I though have tried the Tatcha one, and the Tatcha one is a lot better than this. It feels better on the skin, it gives me immediate results, just dissolves better into water, it just gives a better texture on the skin. This one turns very thin and foamy on the skin, and the Tatcha one just holds. It's hard to say. This is the thing, this isn't bad, just that I have the Tatcha one, I still have some left, and I like that one. I like it better than I like this. I don't hate this one, it's just the Tatcha one is better. But if you're on a budget and you've never tried the Tatcha one, this isn't a bad product, and I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna use it once my Tatcha runs out. I'm just saying that if money isn't a problem, like if you don't mind spending a little bit more than this for a powder and you just want to get the best one, don't think that this is the best one according to me, like my personal experience. What do I know about skincare? Honestly, this is just how I felt about it. I'm gonna have to work a whole lot faster if this is gonna be something not too long. The next, I'm gonna put this one. Now we're into Okey. We're into the, we're into the Okey category. These are nice things. I'm not gonna declutter them. I'm gonna keep them. They're nice. The other things I'm gonna give away. Not this one. I'm actually gonna keep this one as a backup unless something better comes along while the Tatcha one is running out. This is the little peach palette from I Heart Revolution. I have a dedicated video on this one, doing a look, doing swatches, giving my thoughts. There's nothing wrong with this palette. It's just okay. That's just all it is. It is an okay palette. The mattes are pigmented enough, but it's not really that buildable. There's just nothing wrong with it. You need to use your finger or spray your shimmers to make them work. They're okay. These are nice. There's gonna be some Makeup Revolution items next month that I'm not that positive about. The next thing I'm gonna mention is this sleek makeup highlighting palette in Fire It Up. And the only reason why I'm putting this low is that this isn't as highlighty and glowy that I remember sleek. The more I use it, the less I'm impressed with it. I do think that it's an okay palette, but right now at the drugstore, I do think that you can do better than this. It's okay. If you have it, it's not bad, but it's not blowing my socks off. I don't think that this is the best part of this collection. The next item is also from Pixie, and this is the Nectar. What are these called? These are lipsticks. I can't see what they're called. I don't know what these are called, but I will link it down below. I love the packaging of this. It's cardboard and then this plastic that you can pull out, so when you are done with this, you can recycle it. This is a, I would say, like a comfort matte. It has a beautiful, like, Nectar is a good color. It is nice, but I felt like it was a bit tuggy going on, like the Melt lipsticks a bit, so it's nothing wrong with it. It's a beautiful color. It felt nice on the lips. It just didn't go on that great. I'm so into the super emollient, like, glossy formulas, and maybe that's what I'm used to and that's what I'm saying this. I will hang on to this. I think it's really nice. It's just, I wish it went on just a little bit more smooth. Next, I'm going to mention this whole collection from Urban Decay. This is the Wild collection. I'm not going to really sugarcoat this anyway. This is okay. This is such, like, middle... Nothing special. If you haven't bought this, you do not need to buy this. There are better things out and about than this. I think the thing that I like most of this is actually the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Jolt. It is this green color. It is really nice. And then we have this wired double-ended eyeliner top coat. I got mine infused. It is a black liner that you're supposed to go over with this. Wait, let me see. You're supposed to go over with this like little sponge tip that has like green duochrome powder over it, so you get a duochrome liner. It works. It does what it says it does. And if you are more of a beginner and you don't have like a lot of iridescent things like that, this is a nice like foolproof thing to get that iridescent green eyeliner. So I'm not dissing this product, even though know I could get this result with things I already have. It works, it does what it says it does. It's a pretty product. And then we have the Wired palette. I don't hate this palette, but I also do not by far love it. It's so okay, it's almost like embarrassing. It's like and I was rooting for Urban Decay. I was rooting for them to make like a home run, but it's not like the worst palette ever, but it's just so pedestrian for being this bright. I did a full video doing 3 looks with this, and I also think I shared some thoughts of the palette in that if you want to hear more about what I like, why I think about this palette. And I have used it a bit more since then, but I still feel the exact same way, so that video pretty much sums up all the things I wanted to say. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about, I still have this in the packaging and I don't really understand why. Wait, let me get this out. This is the Benefit Cheek Stars Reunion Tour. I really like this packaging. I hate that it's so bulky. That is like, I still have this in here as well. I like that they're doing full-size things. Like that's nice, but does it have to be this bulky? Because I know the pans are not this deep. I don't know, that I feel like Benefit is always like doing such a bulky packaging for their powder product. The thing is that this palette is a really nice quality palette. The only reason why this isn't a home run for me is that I feel like this is, because I feel like both of these blushes here are just too light for me. This Cookie is a wonderful highlighter. It's just a bit too icy for my liking. I use it sparingly. The Hoola is nice, but as you can see, I mean, I'm like a light medium right now when I have a bit of self-tanner, and it's just on the verge of being too light for me. The Sugar Bomb is a really, really nice blush. It has a bit of shimmer in it. I like that it has a bit of yellow shimmer up here. I think the Sugar Bomb is the one that I like most in this palette. I think, and I probably will give this away as well to my friend that's a bit more fair, I think that this is a bomb-ass palette if you wanted to try Benefit product, and if you are fair to light and you wanted to try all these products and don't own them before, because they are nice quality products. It's a bit of a bulky palette. That's not my favorite thing, but I know others don't really mind that. Just saying that if you are light to medium or any darker than this palette most definitely isn't for you. I do hope that they come up with those slim trios again, and I do hope they come up with more shades of that highlighter, because it's a beautiful highlighter. It's just that none of the shades, they have 2 shades, and none of those 2 shades really work on me, so that's just a crying shame. I'm gonna put this one here because I actually think that this is quite an okay product, and I like this, how this went on more than I like the Pixie. This is the Makeup Revolution Satin Kiss in Chafour. I have a video trying this one. I don't remember in which video I am wearing this, but I will try and link as many videos as possible corresponding to all the things I have here, because I have made videos on all of these items if you want to see more. It's a nice color. It went on really nice. It felt really nice on the lips. There's nothing wrong with this if you want to be balling on a budget. I do recommend this one. I'm also going to mention the lip liner coming up. Then I want to mention this one. This is the Pixie On The Glow blush. This one worked beautiful. I have a very bright red color. It is this bright red color. I actually think that it's even brighter like this. I have a bit of foundation on top. See. But this is a nice product. It worked exactly like it said it was going to work. How is this? Am I? And it goes on really good. You get a lot of product. You can use this on your lips as well. It blended out really nicely. It worked really nicely. And I do recommend this one. This one is in Ruby. They also have one in Orange. And I'm like, do I need that? Maybe. So I do enjoy this, and if you're looking for a stick glowy blush and you see this on at the drugstore in Sweden, Pixie is sold at Sephora, and I think that's why I'm not really bothered that much about the pricing. I know that H&M has Pixie as well, but H&M also has like The Balm and some other like not that affordable brands, so I don't know what to think. I don't really see Pixie as a drugstore brand because it's not really marketed like that here, but what do I know? And then this is the last product that I'm going to mention in the okay category. All the other things I'm going to mention are good products, like really good products I really, really like and recommend. I kind of recommend this as well. If this is the only, like, this is the Avocado palette by Heart Revolution. This is the sister palette to the peach one. If this is the only green palette that you can get a hold of, wait, let me show you. If this is the only green palette that you can get a hold of somewhat easy, I would recommend this one. I do think that this is pretty good. I've made some nice looks with this. I haven't been disappointed in buying this, but I will say it's not the best green palette I've tried. There are other green palettes out there that I like more than this, but if this is within your price range and this is the one that you have close to you, I don't think you'll be super disappointed getting this. The shimmers are a bit flaky, but you can use your finger or a setting spray and it will work perfectly okay. And the packaging is super cute, so I kind of like that as well. Okay, let me change the baskets and we'll go into the things that I really, really enjoy. One thing that I like even more than the Satin Kiss lipsticks is the Satin Kiss lip liner. This is also in Shafour. This is from Makeup Revolution. This is a really nice lip liner. Like, there is nothing like good for the price. This is just a good lip liner. So this Satin Kiss lip liners, I highly recommend them. I think they're really nice. They come in other colors as well. So if you're balling on the budget and Makeup Revolution is within your reach, I highly recommend that one. I think it's really, really good. Let me mention this one that I really like this one, and I like this so much more than I like the cheek palette. The cheek palette is okay, but this palette is good. And I like the Sleek formula. Let me show you. So this is the Chasing the Sun Eye Divine palette by Sleek. This is a European drugstore brand. I think it's available at ASOS. I will see if I can find it somewhere because this sold out so fast. This is like a mini version of the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette, and I feel like this just really is a condensed version of that if you didn't want to get a big palette. I had no problems working with these shades except maybe this one here, the purple. It is more like a typical purple. You need to pack it on a bit and be careful where you blend, but all of these shades work pretty okay, and I do have a video using this. I do have a video using this palette if you want to see a look and see how it worked on the eyes. It's very bright and fun. So if you can still find this palette, I do recommend it. I think it's nice and it's not too big. I like that. It's not too big. I want to mention this one as well. This is the Glam Light Hot Chocolate Lippy. This is like their liquid lipstick. It's like a satin liquid lipstick. I have worn this twice. I think this is a really nice formula. I had no problem with it, and it's a beautiful like mid-tone brown. I haven't tried the gloss yet because I kind of forgot about it, sorry, but I do recommend this liquid lipstick formula. This doesn't have any shimmer at all. It does come on as a fully opaque color. I do have a video wearing this one. I don't really remember which video that is. I think it's a trying on new make. Honestly, I don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't really know which one, but if you want to see this on, I do have it on in a video on my channel. I think it's a really nice lippy. I want to mention this one. I think the whole High Glass collection from NYX is good. You're gonna see all three products now in the good category. I think this is the one I like the least, and the only reason why I like this the least is because I'm not a primer person, but I have been using this a bit because it gives such a beautiful glossy sheen to the face, and going over with the low coverage foundation over this is beautiful, and it doesn't break up the foundation because it does dry down a bit. I really have been liking this. The High Glass, I have one in Rose Quartz. I think I got all three colors sent to me. Really like the High Glass series from NYX. It's a great collection. Oh, I want to mention these as well. Let me mention the Even lip liners from We Makeup. These are lip liners that you sharpen. I like these slightly more than the Makeup Revolution, mainly because these come in so many colors, and I also think the formula is a bit more easy to be precise with. We Makeup is an Italian indie brand. You did ask me if I could do a dedicated video like showcasing the brand a bit more, and I am planning to do that. I'll just need to get all my chickens in row. Is that how you say it? All my chickens in row? I think that's how you say it. I'm gonna mention the Makeup Revolution and Kitlets collection. I have the whole collection here. I have a video swatching and showing you this, and I will link it down below in case of going through it here because I have a video on this. I really adore Kitlets. I've met her in real life. She's so sweet, and so many told me that Makeup Revolution, they are doing the food theme palette, the ones I'm showing you, and the collabs, that's the ones that they are the best at. And I have to tell you, so far I am agreeing. They seem to be doing collabs really good. This is a nice collection. This is nice, and I have a video trying these, and you can see in that video that the look came out great. The cheeks look nice, the eyes look nice. It was all over like a nice video and nice look. So really have been enjoying these, and I'm very much keeping these in my collection. I think they're stunning. Next, I think I'm gonna mention just both of my lipsticks from Gucci. I love these. I love these so much. I have a video trying my most Gucci makeup where I am trying both of these on my lips. I have it in the Painted Veil, which is the Wow formula, which is a see-through formula, like a sheer formula. And then I have a satin in a Royal Scandal. It's a cool tone, like taupey color, and I'm trying both of these in that video. like beautiful components, beautiful colors. The only reason why these are number one is that they do have a lipstick scent, and I'm not all about that life, but I can see beyond it because it is a beautiful formula, beautiful component, beautiful interesting colors, and I would definitely, like, I can see myself getting more in the future if I can see them in real life and just pick out a shade that's not too similar to these. But I really recommend them, but just heads up, they do have a lipstick scent. Now I want to mention another thing from the High Glass series from NYX. This is the High Glass finishing powder. This one is a medium. This is what I have on today. It is giving some of this glow, although this is a NYX highlighter that I'm going to talk about in an upcoming video. It's not the highlighter that I'm going to talk about in a while. This is beautiful. If you are wanting to try like the finishing powder with a bit of a glow, like the Hourglass one, I don't think that this is like a dupe, but it is definitely up there. It's close enough so that if you feel like you would never pay the Hourglass money to get a finishing powder like that, try one of these. This is the light one. I haven't opened it and I'm not sure if I'm gonna, but I'm using the medium one. I'm just saying that if you wanted to try that kind of a formula, these are nice. Nice products. I highly recommend them and I'm so happy I got to try them. I really enjoy them. Now I'm gonna mention the last product from the Pixi spring line that I had to try, and I think I tried basically almost all of the spring line. This is the Pixi Nuance Quartet in Honey and Nectar. This is the face palette. I got mine in light. This is a beautiful palette. The only reason, like I'm saying that the only reason why, but there's always something that's not perfect, like the reason why it's not on top. And with this palette, the only reason why this isn't on top is that the bronzer is too cool tone for me. This is a beautiful palette. It goes on beautifully. I blend it out beautifully. I can use this one as a blush, this one as a bronzer, and then this one as a highlighter, and this one as a glowy blush, and put it up on my temples. But the bronzer is slightly too cool toned for my complexion. So that's why this palette isn't 100% ideal. But if you are more neutral or if you're more cool toned, this palette will probably be perfect for you. It also comes in a darker shade range than this, with also 2 glowy powders and 2 like matte powders. But this is beautiful, and these glowy are just as good as the glowy powders usually are from Pixi. Just absolutely stunning. Yeah, I don't think you'd be disappointed if you got this, but just know that this is a bit more, it's a bit more cool tone. And if you like that, maybe you like the cocoa, milk chocolate, cocoa, whatever bronzer from Too Faced that everyone was talking so much about. If you like that one, you'll probably like the tone of this one as well. Okay, there's only 4 products left and only 2 of them are actually makeup items, because I have found some other items this last month that I adore them and I use them every week, and one of them almost every day. But I want to mention this one, and I feel bad for mentioning this one. Someone asked me last month, like, why didn't I like rank this one? And I said, oh, but I've already reviewed the I Need a New lipstick from Natasha Denona. And then I was like, did I? But then I noticed it was actually not for reviewing or ranking last month, because it was for ranking this month. So I put this in the ranking so that I can make a proper review of the Natasha Denona I Need a New line. This is the one that's Athena. This is the one that was Europe exclusive. It is a beautiful shade. I have a full video lip swatching this one and swatching dupes. Like, I'm duping this shade if you're looking for similar shades, because this is still not available in US. It is Europe exclusive with this red component. The I Need a Nude line from Natasha Denona is wonderful. It's a beautiful, satiny, creamy, opaque, goes on like a dream on the lips, and the shade range is beautiful. This is the 3rd one I have. I also have 2 shades from the original line, and I just really like these. I would not be sad to own even more. I definitely think that there are just as good like creamy lipsticks out there. This isn't the end all be all. You don't have to spend this much money to get a good one. But if you were eyeing this range, I will say quality is impeccable. The packaging is beautiful, like metal packaging, and all the different shades. It's such a wide range, so I do recommend this one if you were eyeing it. I don't think you'd be disappointed. Okay, last 3 items, and now I'm gonna mention, and I did mention this in my favorites. If you haven't seen my favorites, I do have a April favorites that just recently came out, and I mentioned the R&Co Balloon Dry Volume Spray. This is such a good product. I was sent this as PR. I love volumizing sprays and texturizing sprays. I didn't even know that this one existed, but I will say it is beautiful. It makes your hair like just be more structured and volumized without being sticky. I cannot stand sticky hair. Sticky hair is not for me. Sticky face is not for me. Sticky nothing is for me. Wow, this is getting X-rated. Please don't demonetize me. I do love this spray though. It's a beautiful spray. I use this like 4-5 days out of the week. It is a beautiful spray. The only thing I'm not super crazy about is the scent. It smells almost a bit herbally. I will say I don't hate it, but I would have preferred another scent. It doesn't really linger that much in my hair. Like, I don't smell it throughout the day, but it's not my favorite scent. But the product is so good that I can see past that. Now I want to talk about these. These are the High Glass Illuminating Powders. Oh, these are so nice. This is the putty highlighter from NYX. This is the highlighter from the High Glass collection. This one is in Daytime Halo, this is the medium one, and this one is in Moon Glow. I'm actually wearing the I Love You So Moochie palette from NYX on my cheeks today, but I will say they do give it pretty similar effect. But this is, let me show you. Okay, so this is the lighter one, Moon Glow, and as you can see, do you see that it's like a putty formula? And it's just so beautiful. It's just, honestly, it's, can you see anything? It's just stunning. It really gives you glass skin, but the swatch like this isn't that impressive. But on the skin, if you use a dense brush, this is the High Cheekbone Highlighter F03. This is the kind of highlighter brush. It's dense and it has a flat side. This is the kind of highlighter brush that I recommend for a putty or a cream to powder highlighter. You take the highlighter on the bristles on the side, not on the top, on the side. You lay it flat on your cheeks and you go on the side to disperse the product, and then you switch and then you blend it in. That's how you get a blinding glow with the putty highlighter, like the Colourpop Super Shock Cheeks, or this one, or the Stila one, or even a cream on a stick. That's how you do it. You can thank me in the comments. But this is a beautiful product, and if you are not living in US and Colourpop is not that easy for you to get, this one is pretty much the exact same result than the Colourpop one. They are so stunning. I hope they come up with more colors. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I understand that if you have Colourpop readily available, these might be more expensive, and I don't know how much product these have compared to the Colourpop one. Maybe we can check that. Yeah, they're almost the same amount of product. I'm guessing that this is a bit thinner than this one, but they're almost the same amount of product. There's like 0 point something that's differing between them, but they are pretty similar in consistency, and I recommend both of them. I really recommend both of them, but if NYX is easier for you to get hold of, just buy this one instead if you wanted to try this kind of a formula, because it gives you the same effect, and maybe at least you can save on like shipping and taxes and stuff like that. Now, last item. This is number 1. This is my favorite. This was number 2, the NYX ones, but this is number 1. This I use so much. I've used it today, I've used it last week, and it is beautiful, and this is my new self-tanner. I told you I bought this one, and this is the Bondi Sand Self-Tanning Foam 1 Hour Express. Ooh, it's a game changer. I hate sleeping with sunless tanner. If you're like me, raise your hand. I hate being sticky. I put this on. I do leave it for more than 1 hour, but I have left it for 1 hour once, and it did give me a nice glow. It definitely, something happens during 1 hour that is good enough for me. I do usually leave it on for like 2 hours, but and this is what I have today. I left it on for 2 hours, and this is the tan I have. I think it's a pretty good tan for like one. Why do you see my brow? Nobody wants to see my brow. Or maybe they do. If you do, you're on the wrong channel. It's not happening. But for just a express tanner, it makes your skin look glowy and tan and brown, and I don't feel like I look orange. It's easy to use because it is one of these foam things. I don't feel like my skin is that dehydrated. It smells mostly of coconuts and actually not that much of sunless tanner. I use a mitten, like a little mitten that you put your hand in to disperse this. It's a beautiful product. Highly recommend it. I don't know how much I paid for it, and I'm pretty sure I bought it through Look Fantastic. I do know that Bondi Sand is sold at ASOS as well, so I will link it down below if I can find it. It's just beautiful. I think Beauty Bay has Bondi Sand as well. It's just a beautiful product, and it's definitely fast enough for you to wake up in the morning and realize, ooh, I wish I was a bit more tan, and you can fix it with this. Stunning. Stunning. It also fades gradually, so you don't look splotchy and like weird like that. It's a beautiful product. Really have been enjoying it. Definitely the best product that I bought because I bought this myself, or tried this month. I did do a haul of my things that I bought in April. That one is already up if you want to have a peek at that and see what I'm gonna rank next time. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!